Welcome back, everyone. We are rolling along with our prep football summer series, and joining us in the studio today is Vernon Smith, the new head coach of the Yuma Catholic Shamrocks. Coach, how does it feel to now be the head man of the Shamrocks?
It feels good. It feels good to be the head man of a winning program, a program that has such tradition, a program that has high expectations. It feels really good.
Coach, I know your experience last year as an assistant. What were kind of the main takeaways in terms of being there for that full year, and then that kind of helping you prepare for this role now?
That was a game changer. That was everything. Got to give Coach Stallworth all the credit there. He had a plan for how he wanted me to take over, and it couldn't have went better. I got a chance to see and sit and see how we do things, what we do well that I would like to keep going, where we can maybe make a tweak and be a little better, and you know, just kind of see what we're all about. And it's been good. I think it's been best for the kids because it's been a little bit of a seamless transition, not a lot of changes, a couple things tweaked here or there, but for the most part, it's business as usual.
And talking about some of those tweaks, how have you tried to put your own handprint on this program to say, you know what, Stallworth did a great job, but now it's my team and we're going to move forward?
You know, that's the thing about it, man. It's like it almost feels like it's meant to be, because honestly, me and Stallworth, we see a lot of things alike. So there's not a lot of philosophy changes. We had a lot of chances to opportunities to have a lot of conversations about philosophy and reasons why we do this and wouldn't do that. And football-wise, we see a lot of things, you know, the same. So that part has been really, really good. I got to tell you, not a lot. And they're operating almost exactly how I would like to. Certain things I emphasize a little bit more differently than him, but for the most part, it's like I say, it's been a little bit of a seamless transition. I don't have to recreate them. They're already who I want them to be. I don't have to prove myself to them. They know who I am and what I'm all about because I was with them last year. So it's been a good transition from both sides.
And Coach, you personally, I know you've already been here in Yuma coaching at Arizona Western. Was that kind of a draw to come back here as well to help out that YC program, just knowing the town, knowing the area? Was that kind of a reason for you to come back here?
100%. Knowing the town, me being from San Diego, obviously, you know, I'm not too far from home. I can go see mom whenever I need to. And having, you know, my one son, coaching college football, I've been all over the place. So, having the opportunity to have my family, my extended family, be around my immediate family, that part was good. I had a good time when I was here in Yuma the first time around. So, you know, I like Yuma. I don't know how everybody else feels about it, but I really like Yuma. I think it's a good place to raise your family. I like the location. I don't mind the heat, obviously, and it's a good place.
Yeah, on the field, you guys are making that step up to the 5A division. And, man, you guys got a gauntlet. Week 1 on the road at Notre Dame Prep. Week 3, you guys host Marana at Ricky Gwynn Stadium, who was the #1 team in the Open Division last year. And throughout the season, you guys just have a couple tough challenges. Cactus was in the 5A final. How do you try and prepare your team for that big step up and challenge?
Well, to be honest with you, from my perspective, it's not a lot different than if we would have stayed at 4A. What I mean by that is whether we're at 4A or 5A, my goal is to push this team to reach our potential. Make us the best team that possible. Whatever our potential is, let's reach it. Let's make ourselves a good football team so it doesn't matter what level it is, whatever team whoever the opponent is, we're going to be a tough outing, and we're going to compete and play well.
And Coach, I know you have, some of those guys from more of the star power leaving last year. Are you excited for any one specific to kind of jump in and make an impact in terms of skill position players?
Yeah, we certainly losing Darryl early in the season was a difference maker, right? Now we're losing Sir. Those are the two immediate guys. But even Hunter Hancock, we lost some talented guys. But we have some guys to step up. Like I'm really excited about Wesley Porter. I'm really excited about Brody Amon. I'm very excited about J.R. Polk. He got in there and earned some playing time last year, but this should be a breakout year for him. David Haynes should have a better year. He had to step in and fill in for Darryl once we lost Darryl. But every game he got a little better. And, he kind of ended up starting through default, if you want to say. But I think now he's earned it, and he is one of the best out there. So I'm really excited about some of some of the underclassmen coming up. Yeah.
Under center, you guys have a lot of experience with Nash coming back for his senior season. But last year in that playoff game, he went down with that hip injury. How have you seen him attack that recovery to the point where right now it seems like he's been the leader in all these 7-on-7 type camp games?
Well, that was a tough one. But a lot of people don't know he was at meetings the next day. He was in crutches, but it was good just to see him out of the hospital. That happened to one of my players that I coached before a few years ago, and it happened in practice. By the time I went in and called him, he was going into surgery, and Nash didn't need surgery. So that part immediately told me that it wasn't as bad as the situations that I've been around before. He didn't need any surgery. He rehabbed it. He was, like he said, he attacked it in the offseason in January, February, and March. By spring ball, he was ready to go. And at this point, he's feeling so confident about it that I don't really worry about it. Now, as your coach, you got to prepare for all situations and be ready for whatever happens. But we feel really about that. We feel really good about that. That's old news at this point.
Obviously, with the step up to 5A, you're going to deal with some bigger guys in the trenches. You guys have a pretty big guy of your own. Colton Poquette, Stewie, as you guys call him. He's really becoming a leader for that offensive line. What have you seen in him this offseason as he prepares for his senior season?
Hunger. That's about it. He's the same old Stewie. He was hungry last year. He's an animal. He works extremely hard in everything he does. It stood out to me, being an assistant last year, just standing back and watching. He's one of the hardest workers we have day in, day out. And now you just see it, whether it was in the weight room in February or whether it was in spring ball or whether it's today. He's the same old Stewie, and going into his senior year, he's looking really, really good. Yeah, he's definitely been a leader by example, showing the younger guys how to work and how to go about their business, but also stepping up and being a vocal leader when necessary. So it's been good.
And Coach, I know you told us a little bit about where you guys in terms of your off-season preparation, but in your mind, are you guys in a space where you thought you'd be right now heading into the off-season? Are you guys in kind of in a good spot for where you wanted to be in terms of July-ish or around this area?
We're exactly where we want to be. So it's July, 7-on-7 season is over. So we're installing the rest of our offense, right? Last month it was mostly drop back, right? Quick game, passing the ball, things of that nature. Now in July, now the 7-on-7 and the competition phase is over. Now we're putting in focus a little more on the run game, focus a little more on the screen game, things that we weren't going to do on 7-on-7, focusing on the play action, our RPOs, all that, right? So putting in the rest of our offense while also getting it in shape, because last month we had so much competition there. We wanted to do well. We conditioned, but we had a lot of days where it was more of a mental day, let's rest and recover so we're ready to go come El Centro or San Diego State or what have you. So right now we're exactly where we want to be. We're grinding, getting in shape, a little bit better shape, and we're putting in the rest of our offense. Defense, we focus on really our base coverages. What are we going to play the most? And now we're putting in kind of those wrinkles, things that we'll need from week to week. Maybe not as much. So we kind of wait it. So I think we're exactly where we need to be.
Well, Coach, we can't wait to watch you guys ball out this season. Appreciate you hopping in the studio with us. And thank you guys all for joining us on this latest edition of the Prep Football Summer Series.
Go Rocks.